Welcome back to the news. Now, trust me, we have a lot to cover, and there's been quite a bit of stuff that has been released and revealed today. So I want to just jump right into the news. Now, our first story, this one is going to be very easy to come by. It's all over Instagram. It's all over every documentation site possible. However, XXX has reportedly been sent to jail. Now, this comes after prosecutors hit him with 7 felony charges, including witness tampering and witness harassment. I had talked about this in a previous video. If you haven't checked that out, it's the first link in the bio, so be sure to go check that out. Pause this video. Now, apparently, X will stay behind bars without bail, at least until his trial comes around. Now, once that domestic violence charge and trial is finished, he will stand trial again for the witness tampering and the witness harassment charges, in which the prosecutors have claimed that he coerced his ex-girlfriend after she said she wanted to drop the charges. They think he did it, that he testified with her and said that he can't do it, that he's trying to pay her, that he's just basically trying to do everything he can to have these charges dropped. Now, at the hearing today, the judge apparently ruled that X had violated his bond from the original arrest, which led to the quickest arrest I have ever seen. Now, if you guys followed anyone on Instagram, people actually showed up, his fans had actually showed up, and they took plenty of videos, and so those have been playing on the screen at the moment. Now, if convicted of these charges, and I said this earlier, now Florida has a crazy strict witness tampering law, and so if charged with the felony and if convicted, he can get up to 3 decades in prison to life. Now, it's not concrete, nobody really knows. This is kind of more of the worst case scenario. Hopefully things kind of work out, and as this develops, I will continue to update you guys and let you know what's going on. But previously, now X said some stuff on Instagram story, and he announced his plans to release 3 albums in 2018 in order to let all his fans and let them know that he stands with them and he wants to thank them for the support. Now, people have said that he won't be able to upload anything, that he doesn't have any songs because he will be in prison for quite a while. However, I don't think that's true. I think that because he signed a $6 million deal, I think that they're going to have plenty for him. I think that before this all happened, I think the executives, the head honchos over at the record label were like, "We know you have issues. We know you have things going on. So take care of it, but first you better give us our songs for that $6 million. So I think that's what's going to happen. So I do think you will get those releases, and I think that if anything, when he comes out of this, he'll be far more popular than before. We've seen it happen with plenty of other people. I mean, look at Gucci Mane now. He's far more popular than he was before, even though he was such a legend before. But that's the news that we have for X at the moment, and I'll be sure to update you guys, so stay tuned. Now, in other news, this one comes from Joe Budden. Now, he was recently throughout the news as him, Quavo, Lil Yachty, the entire Migos crew, Academics, and Nadeska, they've all been in the news as their little blunder of a interview has been up for grabs for the Ice Tray visuals, in which the Migos put out a casting call for the lookalikes of Joe Budden for Nadeska and DJ Academics. But with all that going on, he still hasn't replied to the Ice Tray visuals that we released and reported last video. However, him and his wife, they welcomed their first child together, a healthy baby boy, earlier today, so congratulations to him. Now, this news comes from someone that we haven't really heard much of. Now, his videos still do extremely well, but Tay-K, our young gun over here, who's been locked up for quite a while, currently facing 2 murder charges. I believe one that happened during a home invasion, and I believe the other one while he was on the run. However, Tay-K just signed to a record label. He signed to 88 Classic, that is Jay Grand's record label. It is a piece of RCA Recordings where Jay Grand is also the senior vice president of AR and the marketing at RCA. So congrats to him. Now, if you guys look back, and I don't know how old you guys are, but if you look back, another very prominent rapper to sign while in prison was Tupac. So it is kind of nice. Saying that he's on his level, of course, but it is nice for him to be able to sign a record label. And it does and appears to be that there was a bidding war. So the contract has been said to be and reported to be in the multi-millions. So congratulations to Tay-K. Hopefully he's able to show that he didn't do anything and actually enjoy those money. I don't know where the money's going. Smaller Instagram news, we have one from Lil Xan over here who decided to get another face tat after going on an interview with DJ Small Eyes, I believe. And I'll play that clip in just a second, where he said his manager didn't want him to get any more face tats.
On the face.
On the face. I was like, are you going to ask on the face? Because definitely got plans for the chest and the arms. But the face, my manager has said that I cannot get any more.
He did get it underneath. It's right underneath the candy tattoo. It's a Heartbreak Soldier. He posted this on Instagram with that caption, Heartbreak Soldier. And I don't know how I feel about it. Yes, it is a cool tattoo. I wish he would have got it somewhere else. I did like his face tattoos before. I think it was a nice, perfect amount. However, artists are continuing to get more, and pretty soon I think he's going to look like Boonk, so, you might want to get that checked out. Smaller news, and then we'll jump into our last story here. Rollo and Moneybagg Yo have been going on with continued beef for quite a while. They've gone back and forth with posts on Twitter, posts on Instagram, and it all stemmed from a club issue that they had previously. If you haven't heard that, I'll post a video down below as well, where I think that Academics talks about that. However, now Rollo posted this photo on Instagram, which is quite funny, but this was posted, and right after that, Moneybagg Yo was his simple response, but shows that he is still making money, that this drama is not hurting him. And he posted this to Instagram.
Oh shit!
I always say drama is the best way to add clout points to your career, so does anyone want to start drama, please? In our final news, this one comes, breaking news that 2 men have been apprehended for the murder of rapper Chinx, who passed away in 2015 due to a drive-by shooting. Now, according to Lieutenant Richard Rudolph, this is the commanding officer of the Queens South Homicide Squad, he stated that Quincy Homer and Jamal Hill hunted and killed Chinx due to an altercation that took place while Homer and Chinx were locked up in Rikers Island together. Now, he says that we're not exactly sure what the fight was about, but our perpetrator Quincy probably got the worst of it, and he wanted to get back at Chinx. If you guys didn't know this, Chinx served more than 3 years for drug and robbery charges from June 2005 to October 2008, but he was shortly taken back after parole violations, in which we think that this is where it happened. Now, Rudolph says that the beef picked up again after Homer showed up to a Chinx performance in Philadelphia at Soundgarden Hall on April 24th, 2015, where the 2 men got into a verbal altercation, and Homer was also blacklisted by all the other artists performing, and that includes French Montana and a few other big-name artists. Now, Rudolph says that Quincy was steaming since this concert, and I think that's when he started to feel a fire inside him to take his revenge out on Chinx. Fast forward a month later to May 16th in Brooklyn. Homer and Hall see a flyer posted on Instagram of a concert that Chinx is going to be performing at. So Homer and Hall follow Chinx after the show to a hookah bar and then continue until he pulled up to a red light in Queens, and this is when Homer fired a 9mm handgun into the Porsche, striking and killing Chinx, injuring his friend. So altogether, it is a sad story. He was such an upcoming artist at the time. He's one of the Coke Boys. However, it is so nice to see some justice for Chinx and for these 2 men to be off the streets. We have this video. This is from Lisa Evers, who's a reporter for Fox 5, and she posted this video of the 2 men being sentenced, so I'll post that up right here.
So at this time, the people of the state of New York moved to unseal the indictments against Quincy Homer and Jamar Hill under indictment number 1883 of 2017.
Right. Can we arraign the individuals?
Yes, Mr. Quincy Homer, the Queens County Grand Jury has filed an indictment number 1883 of 2017, charging you with murder in the second degree and other related charges. You waive full read.
Judge, at this time, we're waiving a reading, we're entering a plea of not guilty to all charges contained in the indictment.
Mr. Hill, the Queens County Grand Jury has filed an indictment number 1883 of 2017, charging you with the crime of murder in the second degree and other related charges. You waive full read.
He does, and he pleads not guilty to all charges as well.
Judge.
Your Honor, at this time, the people are so copies of.
Now that is all for the news today. If you guys liked what you guys saw, if you want to see more news, be sure to DM me on Instagram if you have any breaking stories. Be sure to hit me up for anything else you guys want to know. I have plenty of other information, so if you want to see me posting on my Instagram story, let me know in the comments below. Also, if you want to see Mom Reacts, let me know who I should do, and I'll post one tomorrow. Also, like, subscribe, and bye.